key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, it's been a lost first month of the season. That's the first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And they'll begin by running the option. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Caught here by Conley. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
They go play action with Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 13 carries, 51 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage from every carry he receives this week.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Rudolph now to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Now an option play on second down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. From the gun, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he will have the Ravens first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Oh, they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still second down.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. You look at this Steeler defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Johnson on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance. I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Rudolph. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Ran Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Morgan. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Here's 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Rudolph. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. Now it's Rudolph. A short one there to Freiermuth. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Here's Rudolph. Here's Freiermuth again. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers 1st down as a tackle made at the 42.
And the Steelers 1st down.
Here's Rudolph on play action. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Steelers at a disappointing 0-4 for the first month of the year. But they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a 1st down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. His throw incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Now it's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Well, his offense was staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they'd pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on the keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Patterson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Patterson. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. George Pickens and the Steelers headed back out for another series. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe? I
would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the 2nd quarter. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Rudolph looking to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. Got incompletions on their first 2 throws. Has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Rudolph. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here's more on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on the lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now Jackson on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson now. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Patterson running between the tackles. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. He connected on his first, this from 41. Tucker's kick is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's another carry for Harris. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now. Here's Rudolph. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Rudolph looking to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from capturing the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Coming back out to take the field, Mark Andrews and company. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. Now a deep ball here, Holman just past the 50. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Jackson will throw again. He finds his man complete. That's Morgan. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and a couple.
The 21-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown of the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. He gets it complete to Harris. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Rudolph on 3rd down. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. And finally, a good one scheduled for Monday Night Football between the New York Jets and the Tampa Bay Bucks. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he'll get this up over the 25 and the 26. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point. On third and short, they'll try option left. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return, Johnson. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down yardage before. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Rudolph. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. A short one there to flyer move. And he will have a Steelers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now it's Rudolph. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, here's Rudolph. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And they're going to get it. They bring it down with sack back at the 16-yard line. That sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. The kick by Carlson is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were winners last week, defeating the Raiders, and right now they're in the driver's seat here as they start off 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
That 2nd down play nets a -4. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Well, throwing on 3rd down there, but he
a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game. It done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Rudolph throwing into the hands of Pickens. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Burrows. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On second down, here's Rudolph. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Rudolph. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Quick completion here to Johnson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Here's a quick throw to Freiermuth. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Rudolph off play action. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Play action. Now Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They got to do a little
pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Johnson to return it. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Rudolph. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1. Back to throw, Rudolph. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a throw here to his running back.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 77 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
From the gun, Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. Quick pass to the outside, caught by Conley. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
3rd down.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Tough into that play. He had his eyes on that first down marker, but he lost his luggage along the way.
Left it behind, so to speak. I like your analogy there, but here's the key. As he's maneuvering, as he's picking up the first down, as he's gaining yardage, what's the one thing he forgot about?
Ball security.
Exactly. Everything else working perfectly, and he forgot the most important piece.
Rudolph following the fumble recovery. Pickens on the slant. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. Rudolph looking to throw. Oh no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, and pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Steelers' 43-yard line.
Jackson gets this complete to Butte. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third down, here's Patterson. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
A handoff for Patterson. Shedding the tackle, and gives him some room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 84 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
Ball start. Offense.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Jackson now. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here's Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Rudolph. That's caught by Johnson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One last shot for Jackson. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Steelers, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile,